Hello, my haunted friends, and welcome to Foxfire Paranormal. Who is that? This first eerie photo was submitted to the Ghost subreddit 4 years ago by the Reddit user Amasumima. According to their account, the photo was taken by their ex-girlfriend during a family holiday trip to Malacca, Malaysia. She traveled there with her husband and 2 children, and after checking into their hotel, their youngest child suddenly became very upset, crying inconsolably, and developing a fever. To assure her family that they had arrived safely at their destination, the Hatton Hotel, she sent this photo in a group chat. The image was to show her and her youngest child resting in their hotel room watching TV. Meanwhile, the oldest child went out with their father to get dinner. It wasn't until her brother noticed something chilling that horror set in. The reflection of another child staring back at them from the mirror. This discovery was understandably terrifying to the family. They immediately demanded to change rooms. It wasn't until they checked out the next day and moved to a different hotel that the youngest child's condition began to improve. The photo sparked a flurry of comments on that subreddit. Some users shared how mirrors always freaked them out, leading them to cover mirrors or avoid taking pictures with mirrors in the frame. Others speculated that the image was edited or that a ghost photo app was used. Despite the debates, one thing is certain. Whether real or not, this photo is undeniably creepy and continues to send shivers down the spine of anyone who sees it. Ghostly fingerprints. This photo was uploaded to the Paranormal subreddit a few months ago by the Reddit user Doc16. He was recently touring a home for a real estate acquisition and spent significant time inspecting the house. During this final walkthrough before closing the private sale, everyone was wearing heavy coats due to it being cold inside. Once he got home, his wife noticed peculiar finger-like marks on his back after he got out of the shower. He initially tried to explain them away, suggesting they might have been caused by carrying concrete or from his workout routine. However, his wife took photos to show him that these marks genuinely resembled fingerprints. Doc mentioned that he felt nothing unusual while at this house. Intriguingly, Doc suggests that there might be a lingering presence in the house. There was a death in the home in August 2023 where a woman in her 30s, whom Doc knew, likely died due to a drug overdose. He believes the marks on his back were consistent with the woman's hands. Doc has owned several properties over the years with odd vibes or where past owners have died. But he's never experienced anything like this before. He's even considered having a holy person come to check out the house. Some commenters mentioned that in their areas, real estate developers sometimes will pay for exorcisms in extremely spooky cases before breaking ground for redevelopment. Another commenter asked if Doc was on blood thinners, which can cause easy bruising, but Doc denied taking any. Comment down below and let me know what you think could have caused these marks on his back. The figure that follows. This unsettling photo was posted to the Ghost Pic subreddit about 2 years ago by the Reddit user Evening Run 8647. Captured at a friend's house by the friend's daughter, this intriguing image was taken just down the road from Evening Run. The daughter was snapping pictures of herself and her new dog to share on Facebook, completely unaware of the mysterious presence that she would capture. As you can see, a dark, shadowy figure stands ominously in the doorway at the back of the room. Evening Run mentioned that this door leads to the backyard and assured that nothing was physically blocking it at the time. The figure's presence is unsettling, and it appears to be holding something in its hand, possibly a cross. Evening Run suggested that this shadowy figure might be attached to the daughter due to her involvement in drugs and other negative situations within the house. The friend's family eventually moved out. A new family resides there now, but it remains a mystery whether they are also haunted by the same ominous figure. What do you think about this photo? Grandma's visit. This photo was posted by the Reddit user Z Carland on the Paranormal subreddit. Their wife was going through their wedding photos and noticed something unusual. She zoomed in on a picture to see who was standing in the background when she saw a woman in the window. When she showed Z Carland, he immediately recognized this woman as his great-grandmother, who had already passed away. They knew no one should have been inside besides the DJ and the wedding coordinator. All the other elderly guests were sitting in the front row watching the ceremony. And there was no way for someone to look out that window since there were tables full of food that were positioned right under it. Remarkably, this is the only photo where their great-grandmother appeared. The wedding took place in the same town where Z Carlin's great-grandmother had lived before she passed, just a 30-minute drive away. Commenters shared how heartwarming it was that she was able to make it to the wedding from beyond. Many also shared their own experience of relatives who had passed, making their presence felt at family celebrations. Have you ever experienced a heartwarming moment that made you feel like your loved one who had passed away was still with you? I'd love to hear your stories in the comments below. Fred. This last photo was submitted by Reddit user Cryogenic Toast 1 to the Ghost subreddit. In this chilling snapshot, your eyes are immediately drawn to the doorway at the back of the room, where a ghostly human-like figure can be seen standing. Cryogenic Toast has named this apparition Dead Fred after the movie Drop Dead Fred. Cryogenic Toast recounts an experience from 2013. The door was initially closed and then slowly creaked open, giving them the unnerving sensation of being watched. In that moment, they snapped this picture before fleeing the house to spend the night at a friend's home next door. Dead Fred seems to have a habit of showing up in various spots around the house. He's been seen in doorways, particularly above the door he's currently haunting, and even standing in the living room in front of the couch. Cryogenic Toast mentions that Fred often appears just as he does in this photo, if not taller. Eerily, Fred also likes to crouch down and peer from the tops of doors, giving that unsettling feeling of being watched from above. Fred's appearances aren't limited to Cryogenic Toast alone. Numerous visitors have caught glimpses of him, and his presence has a tendency to scare anyone who encounters him. Fred has been a part of Cryogenic Toast's life since their family moved into the house in 2000 when they were just 5 years old. Upon investigating the home's history, they claim to discover that it was built on land where peaceful Native Americans were brutally attacked and driven out by Spaniards. Despite Fred's frequent appearances, Cryogenic Toast has no plans to capture more photos of him or attempt to communicate. The fear of uncovering something even more terrifying in future photos or EVPs is just too great. Instead, they prefer to coexist with Fred and mostly ignoring his daily antics. Fred is described as a trickster, delighting in startling and scaring others who cross his path. The photo has sparked a range of reactions. Some commenters believe it's completely fake, citing camera artifacts, while others find the image deeply unsettling. What do you think? And how would you feel if there had been something watching you and playing tricks on you for the last 20 years? Thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to click that like button and subscribe to the channel for more creepy videos. Make sure to hit that bell icon so you'll be notified when a new video is uploaded. Let me know your thoughts on these photos and which one was your favorite in the comments below. Stay haunted, and I'll see you in the next video.